Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus screen and battery replacement. Hello everyone, welcome to the repair division. Today we're replacing screen, the battery, and the back glass on this Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. It's a tough job. We will have to disassemble it completely. We will need the following tools: plastic spudger, Phillips screwdriver, metal spudger, precision knife, tweezers, playing cards, hot air gun, and antistatic mat. Let's begin the heating process. This is where we will heat the back glass of the device in order for us to melt the adhesive. So we're going to keep it at 450 degrees and we're going to give it around 15 minutes of constant heat. We're going to touch the device to determine if the device is too hot. And then at the right moment, we will start. Now the next step is to remove the back glass, and we're going to start with a razor here. We're going to carefully slide the razor around the edge and we're going to insert the card in there. Once we have the card in there, we will be able to start cutting out the adhesive. Now that we have the card inserted, we can start to move the card down. Slide it through the frame so that the adhesive breaks with the movement of the card. I use a card because it won't harm the device. It won't break the glass. It won't break any flexes. You gotta be careful, but it's a better way of dealing with these electronics than using metal or plastic or any sort of tool like that. If you're wondering about the orange razors, sometimes pull these out in order for them to help me make the entry point in the glass. You're going to slide the cards and kind of heat it up again. More heat. Slide the cards around. New cards. Always have a box around. We're going to keep sliding the cards to break the adhesive. Yep, there we go. We had a big piece of adhesive accumulating in one corner here, but the glass came out without even a scratch. Now we're going to be removing the screws. Remove all the screws off the back of the phone, every single one of them. Now grab a pair of pliers and remove the screws. Alright, now remove the adhesive left from the frame. You can use a metal tool here to sort of remove the excess adhesive. But now we're going to remove the frame. Gotta be careful here. Remove the SIM tray before continuing. I forgot to remove it, that's why I put this here. Now you can remove the frame. Comes out easily. We're going to be removing the logic board. First, we're going to disconnect everything that we see. Every single connector out there, we're going to disconnect it. That's the battery. We're going to be placing that soon in there. So we're going to disconnect now the screen. This is the connector of the screen. use a plastic tool please for these connectors. If you don't want to damage any of them, use a plastic tool. This is a nylon black stick. It's a Spudger. Disconnect the speaker. Now we got the new screen on the side. We're going to be transferring every single component to the new screen. We're going to be transferring every single part to the new screen. Disconnect the antenna cables. Disconnect the logic board. Disconnect the camera. Now that the board is out, keep the board in a safe place. So now we're transferring over to the new frame the small components such as the proximity sensor and other covers that are included with all these components. We have to remove the flex out of the frame. It has adhesive, so be careful when you peel it out. Okay, so now we're installing the cover for the small sensors. And now we can proceed to install the sensors. Glue it back on the frame. Now we can put back the speaker. We're going to be removing also the vibration sensor. Going to be putting that back into the new frame. It's an easy repair when it comes to replacing the screen because we have a new screen with the frame. But if you were planning on replacing only the screen, that's a tougher job. And you might need some replacement parts too. Let's disconnect the antennas and connect them back in the same way they were in the new frame. There's a little canal that you need to put these cables in. Make sure they are in that canal. Connect those to the board. Once the antenna cables are connected, now we can proceed and install the new battery on the new frame. And confirm everything is the same. Every component has been moved. Alright, we're going to be installing now the logic board. First thing is to connect that whole charging piece. Got to move the flexes out of the way. The battery flex. Once the board is seated properly, then we can proceed and connect every other components. Like, let's begin with the screen. Connect the screen. Now connect the antennas. Gotta be careful with these cables. They're really sensitive to the touch. Connect the battery. And now we will install back the frame. And let's go ahead and test the screen. Screen is functional. Alright, now let's go ahead and install all the screws back in the order they were removed. Let's enjoy the music. Alright, once the screws are installed, then we're going to proceed and install the back glass. I decided to purchase this one because it has already the adhesive as it requires to be mounted on. So it's easier to put this one in than having to put all the adhesive in the back of the phone. So it's a smarter move when everything comes, pre-assembled basically. So we just put that in there. Make some pressure on the glass. Make sure that everything's squared. The borders, the camera, the flash, everything well aligned. And that's it. Another repair completed. New screen for the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. This is the end of our video. If you liked the video, consider subscribing to the channel. And if you have any questions, don't forget to leave them in the comment section. Thank you all for watching.